Salut tout le monde, c'est Blood, on se retrouve pour FireWatch. Et donc, on s'est arrêté là avec les bip bip bip. Donc j'espère qu'on va trouver. Hein, c'est parti. Par là, ça bip bip. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Shit! What? Ah!
Ah, ah.
D, I found some sort of supply bag, light camping gear, some clothes, basics, but it was alarmed. I think that's what was making the receiver go haywire.
You're okay? It's not a trap or anything?
Yeah, I'm fine, but there's also a set of keys here. I don't know why they'd be hidden out here. They say Shoshone National Forest, Cave 452. Is that the one in the canyon?
Yeah, it is. Who the hell took them?
And what the hell is in that cave?
Okay, let's just think.
Says the woman with a half a bottle of tequila in her belly.
Maybe they're panicking and we're preparing to beat it. The fire has them spooked, and we have new walkie-talkies, so we have the upper hand.
Yeah, well, it's hard to feel like you have the upper hand when you're standing in the dark in the middle of the woods.
Oh. Well, you're back in your tower. Maybe you need a drink, too.
I'm not in my tower.
I am looking at a man standing in your lookout. And it's not you?
It is not me.
Oh my god, go.
I'm going.
Oh là là. Alors on est où là? On est là. Faudrait monter. On peut monter par là. On ne peut pas. C'était par là alors. J'ai fait le tour pour rien. Magnifique. Alors. Qui c'est qui est à mon poste là? Bon sang. On va voir ça tout de suite. C'est une diversion.
I don't see anyone up here.
He was just there.
Ah bah là, il n'y a personne. Hein.
Left a cassette player taped to my damn door.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Well, let's see what's on it.
What is it? What's on it, Henry?
It's a tape of us talking down at the site. It sounds like it was recorded from somewhere nearby.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and it sounds like we were the ones who burned it down and that it was your idea.
No.
We are screwed.
No!
Dee, just don't freak out, okay? Don't freak out.
Oh my god, what the fuck is happening, Henry? I think I'm gonna be sick.
It's going to be okay. We haven't done anything wrong.
Someone claiming to be Henry in Two Forks called a lookout in another sector early this morning and said that I knew what caused the Wapiti Meadow fire. So, I just got off the horn with that lookout who's wondering what I know, or that I'm an arsonist, or that I'm fucking losing it. Furthermore, I bet you don't have the only tape of us from last night, so someone has evidence to back it up. We need to find out what someone's been keeping in that cave.
I'm going down there now.
We don't have a lot of time left out here, and if we don't find some fucking answers, when they lift us out of here, it's gonna be in handcuffs.
We have to stick together, okay? Keep our story straight. From the first day with those girls to the person breaking in on our conversation, everything. We gotta be honest and consistent.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I know.
Mhm. Bon bah go. C'est abusé tout ça. Abusé. Alors du coup, c'est, c'est par là, je crois, non? Ah non, c'est pas. Si, c'est par là. C'est bon. Allons voir ça. Ah, j'ai toujours rêvé d'aller dans cette grotte. Je me demande ce qu'il y a. C'est vraiment étrange, hein. Et je me suis perdu. Les nounous, c'est pas du tout par là. Je fais n'importe quoi. C'est pas par là, c'est de l'autre côté. Oh, oh mais ça va pas, moi. Excusez-moi. Ah, j'ai été persuadé d'être du bon côté. Ah non, pas du tout. Ah oui, c'est derrière. Ah, putain de merde. Ah, oui. C'est là-bas, normalement. Ouais, c'est ça, c'est derrière ces toilettes. Hop. Faire porter le chapeau, quoi. C'est abusé.
Hey, you didn't actually make that call, right? To the other lookout? It just stuck in my craw. I let myself imagine how fucked I would be if you'd been lying to me. But now that I asked, I kinda just wish I hadn't.
Of course I didn't. No way. They're trying to pit us against each other.
Yeah, you're right.
That's not gonna happen, though.
Thanks, Henry.
Go, go, go. Voyons voir ça. Attendez. Je veux prendre un truc en photo. Je me méfie toujours, hein, mais...
What the hell? Jesus, this is a big cave.
Ok. Du coup, faut pas aller par là.
freezing in here.
Oh, ça résonne. C'est fou, ça. Oh, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Is anybody down there?
Une chaussure. Ah non mais là je suis d'accord mais si je le fais, on est où? Là-bas. Moi je veux bien mais ça craint, genre il y avait une chaussure et tout. Ouais bon allez.
Hey, are you there?
Yeah, what is it? What did you find?
Nothing yet, because someone tried to trap me in there.
You saw someone?
No, someone slammed the gate behind me and then ran away. I found another way out, but if I hadn't, Jesus!
So you didn't find anything?
No, there's a spot where someone had sunk an anchor, but the hardware's gone now.
I don't have any climbing equipment.
I just have my ropes. I'm gonna hike back to Two Forks and see if I can find anything that could double as an anchor to use in the spot.
Well, that doesn't sound dangerous.
Delilah, I just found an outcropping that someone was using as a little fort. I think it was Brian Goodwin.
Really?
Yeah, he built himself a real castle. Bunch of rocks stacked up. He made a wall and a perimeter.
God. Yeah, that's perfect.
You know, maybe he made it because he was afraid of them.
Whenever I think of Brian possibly going through this crap, I get sick to my stomach.
Yeah. Sorry. He'd hide out here to read comics. The Black Band, his grief is his enemy's sorrow. Everyone this guy loves gets killed, so he honors them with a black armband which gives him superpowers.
Well, that's fucking dark.
He was in the middle of really sprucing up the joint when they left. It's a little weird that he'd just leave so much of his stuff out here.
Well, maybe they were in a hurry when they left. Like I said, he wasn't supposed to be out here.
Yeah.
They almost got busted. Brian liked to go out on the railing of the tower and wave at the planes that dump water on fires, and I got a call because someone thought a kid was up in Two Forks. I lied, and just said it was Ned. If I ratted him out, they would have been forced to leave, and I don't know, I guess I just felt like I was saving him from whatever shitty life Ned was gonna bring him back to. Not that it ended up mattering.
Oh, un dinosaure. Regardez. Ah oui.
There's some grade A dork contraband here.
You found his pocket protector?
I found I guess, a data sheet for one Gladius Silva, half-elf, armor 7.
Classic wizards and wyverns.
Huh. Brian stole his dad's climbing gear, his anchors.
That's convenient.
Yeah, it is. I think he was gonna hide them in a cash box or something and never got around to it. I mean, he left a note for a ranger to find them and send them back to him in Nebraska.
Because he hated climbing?
Yeah, it sounds like Ned was pushing him, and pretending to lose his anchors was the easiest way to put a stop to it.
I hope it worked. God, what an asshole.
Yeah. Man, that is the sort of thing that would have caused me to catch a beating growing up.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't put it past old Ned.
La récompense sera conséquente. C'est parfait alors.
There's a ham radio schematic here, something Brian was working on.
Yeah, I think that was the one thing Ned did do with him. You know, tinkering on stuff like that.
There's also a postcard here from Brian to, I guess, his neighbor.
What's it say?
That he's with his dad and sorry he can't mow his lawn this summer.
Oh, gosh.
And also he was worried his dad didn't know when school started. I'd say that's a lucky break if I were him.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Ned didn't really seem like a, with it dad.
There's a busted old toy out here, some sort of electronic game.
Yeah? I like Pong.
Everybody likes Pong.
Gosh, Brian had everything he loved out there.
He made the place pretty comfy, too.
That's an achievement.
Yeah, at the expense of what are probably stolen pillows.
That little shit.
Hey, remember that pack I found?
Back on your second day? Yeah.
I found a plan Brian drew about how he was going to get it back.
Oh, I'm sure it was quite elaborate.
It's some Wile E. Coyote stuff, I'll tell you that much. Brian was doing a science fair project about bouncing radio waves off of a meteor shower.
Poor kid left his homework?
Yeah. He must have been pretty smart, huh?
Yeah, sharper than a lot of the grown-up knuckleheads I'm used to, yeah.
Yeah, but not smarter than yours truly, right?
Wait, are you seriously feeling threatened by the intelligence of a 12-year-old you've never even met?
I'm just saying, I'm pretty, with it. I'm a pretty bright bulb.
Yeah, Henry, you're a regular Rhodes Scholar.
Nice. I found an old school folder. Brian was a hell of a doodler.
Ok. Ah bah on a tout. On a tout, mais on peut pas aller par là. Bah, c'est merde. Genre, y a rien là. Plutôt étrange, hein. Genre, on vous dit... si on dit qu'on peut aller par là, c'est qu'il y a une raison, normalement. Ok. Bon, bah, je sais pas, écoutez. Faut retourner en arrière, sûrement. Je crois qu'il faut retourner vers la grotte. Je suis pas totalement sûr, mais on va voir. Ah non, pas du tout. Du coup, je sais pas ce que je dois faire. Ok. On va aller voir par là. Par là, on ne peut pas aller. Ah là, on n'a rien. Bah, qu'est-ce que j'ai loupé? C'est vraiment étrange. Parce que normalement, il aurait fallu... Je sais pas, logiquement, ça doit être par là, non? Ah, voilà. Autant pour moi, j'avais pas vu. C'est ma faute. Hein? Du coup, faut y aller.
What do you think is in there?
There's gotta be something. Why else try to kill me? I don't know, really. I mean, we gotta find out. What do you think?
Whatever it is, they don't want you telling anyone about.
I mean, they closed the door when they could have just...
Bashed your head in with a rock or chopped you up with
Are you serious with this shit right now?
a hatchet. God, are you sure you want to go back in there?
Honestly, I just want to know. I want to know what is worth doing everything that's been done to us.
Yeah, me too. And not going to jail would be a nice kicker.
Alors. Hop. Et voilà. Du coup, je suis... Je suis où? Je suis là. Ok, donc il faut que je redescende vers la grotte. Donc je pense que c'est par là. Et savoir si je descends ou pas. Ouais, c'est bon.
Oh, also, those girls turned up. Looks like you didn't kill them. Nobody did. They took some farmer's tractor for a joyride down in Riverton and, landed in jail.
I wonder if they know anything. If there's some way to ask them about whatever happened at their camp.
I think we'd be smart to let sleeping dogs lie.
You're probably right.
Ouais. Go. J'ai fait tout le tour pour rien, c'est ça. Voilà. Allez, coup la grotte là. On va explorer tout ça plus en détail. Parce que c'est vraiment lousse. Allez, on y retourne. Ok. Alors là, je peux faire ça, mais je vais pas y aller tout de suite. Parce que je veux voir juste un truc. C'est si on peut pas faire quelque chose. Là où on avait vu. Ici, là. C'est pas là qu'on a... Ah non, c'est après. Genre... C'était là. Et là, on a une chaussure. Ah bah non, on peut pas. Et vous? Nul. On retourne en arrière. Excusez-moi, hein, je voulais vérifier. Demande à qui cette chaussure? Allez, on descend. Alors, voyons voir tout ça. Hop. Forcément un truc. Ah bon, on arrive là en fait. Ok. Donc là, je peux descendre. Ok, il n'y a rien. Là, il y a marqué longue chute. Là aussi. Là, il y a marqué descendre. On va descendre. On peut remonter, hein. Il n'y a pas de souci, a priori.
Oh, shit. Are you... Oh, God. You fell. Your stuff gave out. Poor fucking kid.
Ah, c'est donc pour ça qu'il y avait sa chaussure. Écoutez, on va prendre une photo. Tac. Ok, ok. Je préfère prendre moi les photos, on sait jamais. Hop. J'ai l'impression, je me demande si l'incendie, ils veulent pas masquer le corps en fait.
Hey, D.
There you are. I've been worrying my ass off.
Hey, I'm sorry, Delilah. I'm so sorry.
About what? You're freaking me out.
He's in there.
What are you saying, Henry?
The only thing in the cave is Brian. He's dead. His body is in the cave, Delilah.
Gotta be fucking kidding me. How does that... What? I don't... How?
Climbing, I think, or made to look like a climbing accident.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe it was Ned.
If not him directly, he put enough stupid fucking know-how in his head to get him killed. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Delilah. I'm so sorry.
He'd be alive if I had told someone he was out here. I don't know where he'd be, but I can assure you it would not be rotting at the bottom of that cave. There's nothing to say. Hike back. I think we're leaving tomorrow anyway. You see that plane?
No, I was just busy packing up.
Well, there's gonna be a lot more. The service says this thing is 2% contained.
Well, is this the June fire or the site fire or...
Well, the two fires merged into one unmitigated disaster. They're renaming it after my lookout. You about packed up?
Shouldn't we talk for a sec, you know, about things?
About what?
About how all this stuff is connected. The surveillance, the Goodwins, Brian's death.
Look, I don't know what to say, okay? It's like the universe cooked up the cruelest thing to have happen. Does it connect to everything else? I don't know. I don't know if I even want to.
Of course you do. There's got to be a reason.
Does there?
Maybe. Maybe not. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Well, fuck. For starters, I guess you could find the source of that signal.
Holy crap. Yeah. Oh my god.
We don't know what it is. It could be nothing.
Yeah, it could also be whoever was listening to us, whoever made the tape.
Okay. Yeah, look, you should pack up everything you need in case we get the call and you can't come back.
All right, look, if something happens...
I'll remember you.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Viens avec moi, on sait jamais. Allez, viens.
We gotta cheese it, Shelly.
On va laisser ça là. De toute façon, c'est pas la priorité, hein. Toujours, je pense que c'est bon. Allez, on y va. Voyons voir ce qui fait bip bip. Encore une fois, toujours le bip bip. Alors, c'est par là. Go. Donc j'ai compris comment ça marche. C'est tout de suite plus simple, hein. J'espère par là ça va marcher. Oui, oui.
What's your status?
I think I'm getting close.
All right, well, I just got word that they are coming to get us. My place.
You sound worried.
No, it's just...
Brian?
I'll coordinate with the evac team and let you know when to head towards the tram. It's north. Far. Past where you found that cutback in May. There's an emergency tram out there that will let you hike to the rendezvous point in my lookout.
par là. Mais attendez. Là. Oh.
Someone left a rope for me to climb up. I'm down near the lake.
How do you know it's for you?
There's a tracking collar tied to it. Someone was leading me here. And there's another tape.
Oh my god, Henry.
Yeah, hi, Henry. Hey, you better find this before it burns up. We've been causing each other a lot of headaches. Now I gotta go stake out a site that's as fit for living as the one you're about to find. You'll get it when you see it. You can't blame me for keeping an eye on you. Not after bumping into you back in May. Down by the cave, for croc's sake. I've been up here for 3 years. I kept it cozy. Winters are harsh as hell, and I ran out of books. But I got that antenna rigged up, and Delilah, she's a record you don't gotta flip. I kinda get why Brian took to her. About a week ago, I stopped worrying about you finding anything out, and that's right when everything went shithouse with you two. You guys don't know anything about having kids. All right, nobody knows nothing. It ain't Andy and Opie walking down the lake to fish every afternoon. It ain't Mayberry. But you gotta know I didn't kill him. All right, we were climbing. I was teaching him. Brian was uneducated in the way to do anything. He just fucking didn't sink his anchor the right way. You know, I thought about going back, having to answer questions, and having to get him put in the ground, and I didn't see the point. Don't come looking for me. Sorry about your wife.
We found the surveillance operation.
Okay, what does that mean? What is it?
It was Ned Goodwin. He was the one listening to us, just him.
Ned Goodwin? He made the tape?
Yeah. He's gone. He's deeper into the Shoshone. He doesn't want anyone to know he's out here.
Because he killed Brian. Because he killed his fucking son. You need to get back here. They say the helicopters are making rounds.
Okay.
Sur poste d'observation de tout refaire. Où qu'il est? Ah, là-bas. Oh, ouais. Ah, mais d'abord, je veux voir là. Ceci est étrange. Ça, c'est par là.
I guess he's been dumping trash up here for a while.
Ouais.
There's a clothesline.
Moi, je vais aller voir. Tant pis si on loupe notre sortie. Mais c'est super étrange.
God.
What?
Nothing, just some of Brian's stuff. Brian was a nice looking kid.
Yeah.
Je prends.
Goodwin was the one who wrote the reports I found at the site. He wrote down everything he did to us. And everything he did every day. He was scared shitless.
Huh, I bet.
You should see some of the stuff he was working on. I guess he had a lot of time on his hands. This boombox looks familiar.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I don't know what you want me to say. We're in the middle of a fire that is at 22,000 acres and growing. Fast.
It's gonna burn all of this up.
Well, take a picture if you're so keen to remember it.
You're not?
I don't know.
He was rigging up stolen batteries to keep his stuff going. He had quite the view. He's got a radio base station up here. He was listening to us on that.
Ah ouais. Du coup, on va prendre une photo. Et on peut plus là normalement prendre de photos. Du coup, ça me fait plaisir parce que du coup on apprend beaucoup plus. Voilà, il n'y a plus de photos. C'est bon. On peut y aller du coup. Alors, c'est que je suis là. Là. Bah, je vais voir si je peux aller tout droit. Ouais, c'est ça. Bon, va falloir retrouver la corde. Redescendre. Ah, moi je m'en fous, j'ai tout pris en photo. Ok. Là. Ah. Ah. J'arrivais pas à prendre cette putain de corde. Donc les loulous, du coup, bah, va y avoir une autre vidéo, hein, je pense, puisque on est déjà à 45 minutes. Donc, voilà. Alors il faut aller où? Je suis là. Eh bien, je vais aller par ici. Normalement. Bon, écoutez, je vais aller par là. Et puis on va prendre, on va passer par, je sais pas où, on verra bien. Je pense le canyon, attendez. Ouais, on va passer par Thunder Canyon. Ou par Mule Point, je sais pas. Parce qu'a priori, on peut aussi passer par là. On pourrait pas... Ouais. Non, nous, on va passer par le Thunder Canyon, je pense. Ce sera plus safe. Est-ce que je vais bien là où il faut, là? Parce que... Non, je me suis encore paumé. N'importe quoi. Je fais n'importe quoi. Ça ne va pas du tout. Voilà. Donc on va par là. Hein. Puis je pense qu'on va s'arrêter là et puis on fera la route.
I know I should be relieved. Relieved that there's no evidence of us starting that fire. Relieved that we're not crazy. That there wasn't some conspiracy. But I'm not. He was a sweet kid. With a shitty father who hid out here like a coward after dumping him in a hole.
Lila, I think it was an accident. And I don't think Ned meant to kill him.
We don't know what happened for sure.
Ned wanted his son to be able to climb and do the sorts of things he did himself, but Brian couldn't.
And how'd that turn out, Henry? I'm sorry. God, it would have been so easy to tell the truth and have him sent home. I can't stop thinking about it.
You didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, I did. And now I've got to decide whether I tell people that he's down there so they can retrieve the body or not. And if I do, I'm going to be asked about Ned Goodwin.
D?
Oh, fuck.
Is that a helicopter?
Yeah, hold on. Hey! No, there's one more. Yes, here, yeah. Yeah, he's coming. Okay, 1 second. Hey, they're here, but they're making rounds. They'll come back. I think I'm gonna go with them.
Wait, just wait, okay? I'm not that far.
Henry, they're here. They're waiting right now.
Please.
Henry, I don't want to meet you and just sit here in a dead boy's shadow. Okay, I don't want to do that. I know that sounds harsh. Okay, I'll wait.
I'm not far.
Okay.
Et voilà. La persuasion à l'état pur, les loulous. Faudrait c'est qu'on aille à gauche. Oh, je peux pas. Pourquoi je comprends pas. Genre attendez, j'aurais dû pouvoir monter quelque part. Ah mais non, puisqu'il faut sauter. Ok, bon on va passer par là, on va faire tout le tour, hein, tant pis. Normalement ça doit passer. Voilà, de toute façon, il n'y a pas de raison. Bon, on va se laisser là, écoutez. Ouais, on va se laisser là, ce sera plus simple. Parce que je sais pas combien de temps vont durer les crédits, je sais pas combien de temps, enfin ce qu'il va y avoir. Donc je vous dis à plus tard pour la suite, hein, elle sera sûrement très courte. Mais voilà, bye bye.